Oh, did you have something else that you want to talk about
Nope.
before we move on? I did have a question. Um, I thought it was kind of interesting. So I've been thinking a lot about like spending time with my friends. I've been really, I don't know what happened. I've had this like renaissance in the past couple years or a couple months, I should say, not even years. Past like this year, really. Um,
Renaissance.
Thinking about like the fleeting of time, being very existential as I normally
Oh,
am, but even more
Jesus.
so. Yeah, I know, dude. Um, but thinking about like, we are only here for a limited amount of time, and who you spend that time with is important. Um, but there's time, as many times as you can make the effort to bond with somebody, people just naturally drift apart. So my question to you is, how do you deal with um, fleeting friendships? Like, are you the type of person to actively reach out to try and save something, or are you the type of person to let things kind of naturally grow apart? Right. Um, yeah, that's kind of what I was curious about.
I guess I'm really blessed in my life that I have great friends around me who are always there for me, have always been there for me. So it's not like if somebody else outside of my specific close crew was to drift away, it kind of is what it is. It would definitely depend on if I really enjoyed their friendship and valued their if I really valued their friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a little pursue, maybe they're just playing hard to get with me. So I'm gonna pursue just a little. But something's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. So if someone's just everything in life is about priorities. So if they are suddenly not prioritizing your friendship, then there's no point in you doing it either.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely one of those weird things where like, and especially in college, I met a lot of people that I was like, oh, I could see myself being friends with you for a very long time, and that
Yeah.
was only true for a very minute group of people, right? Um, there's a few women that I met that are like sisters to me. I've known them now for fucking almost 10 years, and they're people who I will probably know for the rest of my life. Like we still make the effort to. I just saw them like a month or so ago, but like other than that, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's just a lot of relationships and friendships that I've made where I'm like, oh, we're just gonna be friends, and that's gonna how it is forever. But like that's not the case. Like that grow apart from people
Happens
and you grow older and your views change and things like that or whatever it may be. But
um, it happens a lot to me with jobs. You
mm,
have one job for a year, two, three, whatever you have, and you make some good friends there. You think you'll, oh, this dude's my best friend. I spend so much time with him at work. But then once either of you moves on to a different workplace, really, unless you're joining me for Discord and playing Rocket League and Battlefield with me, we're not going to talk as much after that.
yeah,
And then it
yeah,
becomes kind of what I said earlier of prioritizing. So there are some people that fall under that class of we've drifted apart, we don't talk anymore, but I still make a effort to see them. Go have a
mm-hmm.
dinner, go see a movie, go do some type of activity, a concert, whatever it may be, a QuakeCon at the smallest or lowest level of it, I guess.
Yeah. I guess my next question would be: is there friendships that you have where you've either drifted apart or you don't see the person as often and you regret not, either you not making the effort or you're upset that they didn't make the effort. You know what I mean?
I don't have any immediate examples. Actually, what comes to mind is one example of somebody who wanted to be friends with me so bad, and I thought he was weird, so I kind of detached myself from that one. But off the top of my head, I can't think of any. Like
Mm.
I said, I've got a great group, so if I lost somebody, oh well, I'll just talk to you instead.
Oh man. I think there was a because like there's been people who I've met in life and I go, damn, that like I look back at let me I guess give an example of why this question even came to my mind. At work the other day, I work in the same town or the same city that I went to high school in. So I've been seeing a lot of people that I go, holy shit, I know who you are, right? I remember you from 10 fucking years ago, right? And this girl that I saw, we were really good friends in high school, showed up and was asking me about plumbing or whatever. I was like, but like, it was so crazy because I was just working and then I hear this voice and I look to my left and I was like, oh, dude, whoa. And like, it was like, holy shit. And we got to catch up for just a brief period of time. Like, she just got married. I was like, what the fuck? Um, it was just one of those things where it's like, man, if I'm curious as to what my life would look like if you were still in it, right? If we still had that friendship. There's friendships that I've purposely either severed, or I said, you know what, I don't want to be friends with you, and I was very well aware of the repercussions, right? I was very well aware of like, I'm gonna feel this ways, and that's okay, right? There's relationships where it was the opposite, where, you know, friendships where we just didn't fucking ever message each other, and we just grew apart. It was like, damn. And I'll, you know, see something like a memory, or I'll see whatever, I'll go back and watch a stream clip and be like, man, fuck, I miss talking to this person. I miss having this person in my life, right? Like, that's the sort of thing that I was thinking about, like having those moments and being like, fuck, that this is, but I don't know. It's weird because I've made the effort to reconnect with people when I feel like, oh man, I do want to be a part of your life. You know what I mean? And it's been great. Funnily enough, next month I'm going to see a friend that I reconnected with from high school that we've been having a great friendship since. And it's just like, why did we ever stop talking in the first place? You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Interesting. I don't know that I have anybody that I regret losing. There's people, I'm sure there is, and I'm just not thinking of them because it's been, you know, buried in time or whatever.
Yeah.
I think of one or two that I like purposely severed, like you said.
Yeah. And that's
just part of life, man.
Yeah. That's part of it. There's sometimes where someone's not a good fit for you, and are doing more damage than good. I think a lot of the people that I met when I was younger, when I was definitely not as well put together and not as independent and functioning as a human being, definitely I let them influence me in negative ways, and I've kind of figured out one way or another, like, you're not good to have in my life. And then you kind of start to cherry pick and you know, you figure out who your people are. But yeah,
I can think of a guy who I, right out of high school, young adult, 18 probably, got into like legal trouble with multiple times, did dumb shit with repeatedly, constantly. And I finally had to tell him, like, hey, I don't think I should be friends with you anymore, because every time I hang out with you, we get in fucking trouble and I do dumb shit. And he took it really personally, told me he's going to beat my ass and all this stuff, whatever. I never saw him again, never talked to him again. At some point, just in the past few years, he popped up on Facebook, like, as a friend. Don't know why, but I was like, hey, maybe I'll talk to this guy. Added him. He accepts it and immediately messages me and is like, and tells me, like, go fuck myself. Don't ever talk to me again. You're a piece of shit. And I was like, oh, all right then. I guess that's what that is. No,
damn.
It was really like okay. I mean, no loss there, right?
Yeah.
If that's how you're gonna act after all these years, that's just life sometimes, man. There's good friends, there's bad friends. Hopefully, you find the good ones. Treasure them. Hang on to them.
When you find a good group of people, like, I think right now I have a great group of people in my life. It's a good variety. It's a very good variety of people. A lot of different walks of life. A lot of different, you know, just from all over the place, both like geographically and like, you know, anyways, there's just people from all over the goddamn place and people from all different walks of life. Like, it's a cool mixed smash of people. It's a lot. So I have a lot of, you know, I don't want to fucking brag or anything. I'm pretty popular. I got a lot of friends.
It's true. He's in high demand.
Weirdly enough. Not so much as it was when I was a little younger, but yeah, no, I definitely still have quite a few friends. I stay busy and I stay, you know, interacting with people, but I think it's worth it, to me at least, like to make that effort to try. And I've noticed that with a lot of relationships, I'm the one to be like, hey, do you want to hang out? Or here is when I'm available, or like, you know. And I think now I've switched from we should hang out at this point in time, or to I'm available at these times, and if you want to hang out, here we go. And if you want to make that effort, there you go. Right? Because it's a two-part thing. They, you know, it's one thing to be like, hey, do you want to hang out? It's another thing to be like, here's when I'm available, and then you can be the other person to reach out to me to then make that equal effort, and we can clasp our hands in unity to go eat pizza. You know what I mean? Like,
hell yeah. Join me, brother.
Join me. Because it was, you know, like my buddy that I just messaged, funny enough, I messaged him today, and we made plans. It was literally just like, hey, I want to try and link up with you. And he set a time, he set a date, and then where we're going to meet, all within like 3 messages. And I was like, Perfect. And I'm like, that's what I need in
Beautiful.
my life. That's a great. That's a.
We need efficiency.
Yes.
More people should be efficient like that.
Yes. Yes. I have a few friends that are like that, and the others that are just kind of like, let's wing it. I'm like, you know what? I'll adapt. Let's go. Let's do it.
I'm perfectly fine to wing it, but I need to know when, and where we're gonna wing it.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. I feel like the most winging it I do nowadays is with this podcast. I'm winging it constantly with this podcast.
No. Every single minute of this show is planned out and scripted meticulously, folks.
Oh, goodness.
So go ahead and transition us into our next topic.
So we talked about the silly goofy. So PU, that was a stinky topic. It was a throwback to the intro. No, I hear you had that was our more, serious little goofy, serious question. That wasn't really goofy. It was a little bit more heartfelt. But you have a goofy little, not so serious question.
Time for me to bring the goof.
Ask. Yeah, bring the goof.
You ready?
I'm ready for it.
I have been dialed in to this drama.
Communication is alpha.